The news update for today, for Monday. That's right, Monday. March the is it the 26th? 2018. I hope so. Well, anyway, we have a bomb. We have a video that was made from a mysterious author.
And she was afraid.
Yeah.
And she says, despite repeatedly
we have a
she's telling the truth now.
I have no reason to.
We have a disturbing video coming out of that was circulated on YouTube and social media, I guess, of a bomb of somebody threatening a school or schools out in Caroline County. So federal and state authorities are trying to find this individual or author who put this video out. And basically what the police have said is they're going to provide a safe environment for the children there in Caroline County. Meanwhile, Hanover County is looking for this, I'm going to say, bandit that tried to break into a 800 block business off a Mechanicsville Turnpike that's sort of like towards the city of Richmond, kind of down that area. And the guy was seen on closed circuit TV cameras at the location trying to get into there. When he couldn't get in, he ran off. People are looking for this guy. If you've seen that guy that's located in the video, please let the police know in Hanover so we can get this nabbed her, so we don't try to do it again, maybe with other tools or maybe do it even worse. But he was seen trying to break into one of the local business establishments here off of Mechanicsville Turnpike in the 800 block in Mechanicsville. Also, there was a bomb scare this morning that's going on right now. People are being evacuated in the area because of some bomb threat out in, I think this is out in Caroline County. There is a bomb threat underway. They got people going out there, evacuating people out of the buildings at a plaza, a shopping center out there. So we'll let you know what's going on with that if new developments become available, either in today's segment or an update through tomorrow. The affair saga still continues about President Trump and this porn star that had an affair back in 2006. Now, to tell you the truth, I tell you the truth about the whole thing. I think it's just a smear campaign to get Trump, out of the White House like everything else. I don't know if it's true or not, but I say that an affair happened with this lady, this porn star, famous icon, had a sexual affair with Donald Trump supposedly in 2006. She was paid from a lawyer to keep her mouth shut, but now she's out here talking about it because she feels like it's time to talk about it for some reason, which really seems really suspicious and fishy to me. Because if she was paid that kind of money, and if it really did happen, then why didn't she talk about it then? Why is she waiting until now to talk about it? Well, some analysts have said, well, maybe it's the time. Maybe because the money, the speculations weren't clear in the agreement that Trump made with this porn star, icon who had a sexual affair with him back in 2006, supposedly, if they really did consummate and have that affair. I don't really know. But it's really not my call, but I just think it's another smear campaign, really, that the media is trying to do as a desperate attempt to try to get him out of the White House. I don't know if this really truly happened, honestly. I think it's just like when Trump, when they were trying to get him in the election, when things were said in the locker room, some things he said, like a lot of men do, when they're in the locker room, they talk, sexual, and somebody overheard it and taped it. Or, they heard him talking and they shared that with the media, and that was another smear thing against him. But of course, it was over 30 years ago when he made that comment or said something. So I don't know why someone would use that against Trump, but it's because they don't like him. It's just like this sexual encounter with this girl. Now, the girl says that the sexual encounter was consensual, and then she says at the same time she's not a victim, but if she's out here complaining about it, then she is trying to be a victim. She just said on the TV that she's not a victim. I mean, come on, are you a victim? You're saying stuff all about it, so apparently you are trying to pose as a victim. If it was consensual, then why are you talking about it? And secondly, if it were true, why would you come out at it right now during this time with all this stuff going on? And, in the president's, what's going on right now in the White House. Why would you just conveniently bring it up at this time? It just makes me wonder. It's just like, my neighbor across the hallway. Now, for the last 4 years, she's been really quiet in her apartment and up at night, every night. And it's not because she's worried about me, like she said to the police. I didn't say this detail, but I want to talk about this detail because it's very important to the case here. She actually said this to the police, and Patricia even backed her up or lied about it too. And she said to the police when he was out here last Monday on the 19th, told a big fat white lie and said, I keep her up at night because she's scared of me or what I would do. Now, she's up at night. That's true. The truth is about that officer, she is up at night. But it's not because I scare her or harass her. No, because I'm not harassing her at all. I have never have, and I'm not doing it now. But the thing is, them saying I do it all the time. Well, if I was doing it all the time, then, like Patricia said, oh, he does it all the time, officer. He's always harassing all the time. He harasses her every day, every night. Now, if that were true, then why am I not out there harassing her right now? If were doing it in the first place, why am I not out there right now? That's the point. And why is our apartment always so freaking quiet? She has people over there any day and night. It's like a mausoleum or a tomb in there. No sound, no TV, no nothing whatsoever. Everybody else got TV on or radio on or something, but not Barbara Poe. No, it's always quiet over there. And this new behavior has been going on for like the last 4 years, 4 or 5 years. So this is something new she's been doing. And, when Danny was over here downstairs, what he would do is he would listen. He would be real quiet and listen to everybody talking out in the hallway, kind of like what Barbara's doing over there in her apartment. And she would listen, and she's like, he's listening, and then would go around talking about what you say because they're trying to strain to hear what you're saying. That's why they got to be so quiet in their apartment every day. And I don't even go out there. I just walk by different times just to go to the mail and do different things, normal stuff. And I hear this phenomena. It's been going on for 4 years like this. It's been really bizarre and weird why you have a neighbor that can't make a single sound or why it's always so quiet over her. Because it's like my mom. She laughs. She says, probably because she's just trying to hear what you're doing. I said, yeah, I think you're right about that, Mom, because that's why she's so quiet in there. Because she don't want to miss anything going on out in the hallway or miss anything going on trying to hear strain real hard to hear what you're doing in your apartment. That's why she's keeping so quiet over there, so she can try to hear everything, try to put a spin on it and gossip about it. And it's the same thing what Danny did when he was here. He would be real quiet, listening behind the door. And then ladies are out there like Miriam and Kathy be discussing stuff. Then he would come out and, say exactly what they were talking about, and he would be real loud like a little kid. And he would just embarrass them about the personal stuff that they were talking about. And he just would think it was so funny and thought it was just so hilarious to embarrass them about the stuff they talked about. And it was just his way of getting back at them because he didn't want to hear anybody talking out in the hallway. So he would embarrass them about the personal things that Miriam and Kathy would talk about in the hallway because he didn't like them out there in the hallway talking. That's why he did that. And that's why Barbara does it, because she wants to get information and try to stir up rumors and try to stir up drama like she's always noted for. And, make up all these kind of lies. That's why it's so quiet over. And, weird thing, even when she has people over, it's so quiet. And you got to admit, that's not normal because it shouldn't be quiet. But it's always, shh, just like this. Always like that, all the time. And I don't know why that is. But anyway, that's Barbara Poe, the madness, what's going on across the hall, in the quiet apartment, all the time, day or night, always quiet like a library or a mortuary. Maybe it is a morgue, I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the next story, though it's really suspicious though about that. I have some ideas about what to do with the Redskin Camp Center. Now, I know the Redskin Camp Center was built for our Redskins because they're such a wonderful team, and they do a wonderful job, and they need to have a state-of-the-art training facility slash place to play and practice and all that stuff. I agree. But I think that the city, I'm with the city on this thing too. When it comes to negotiating, I think the city should renegotiate this thing too, because I don't think that should be passed on the taxpayers, and where we're paying and flipping the bill for a facility it's only used for so many months out of the year, where it's not being used at all, except for so many months out of the year. And I think on the months where it is vacant, maybe this could be part of the negotiations, that the Redskin camp could be essentially used for other activities so the city could make some money on that facility to help pay it down. And also it could help with partnership, that they could go in there and use the facility for programs and maybe other athletic events when the venue is not being used, for the Redskins. This could be a way how it would be a compromise for the city and for the taxpayer part, and how they could breathe new life in that center for the Redskins. That's exclusively there for them. But when they're not in season, like right now, that could be used for other activities so that the city could make some money off of that. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? And instead of it just sitting there vacant for half of the year, or 6 or 7 months, or however, maybe 9 months out of the year. I mean, why in the world? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. It's sort of moronic to have a $10 million facility just sitting there and vacant for most of the year, only just for the Redskins to practice in, but yet nobody else uses it, and yet it's a big drain on the taxpayers and on the city. So why? Yeah, I think they should definitely renegotiate. Richmond should. And, if they want to stay here, they can stay here, because we love the Redskins. We want them to stay. We hate to see them go, but if they don't want to do that, then maybe they ought to go elsewhere. We hate to lose them as a competitor or business, because we love them. I think they're good. I like to keep their champ here, but I think it should be seriously up to renegotiation, because I think Richmond has got a bad deal, and that shouldn't be passed on, where we're flipping the bill for millionaires and for the camp itself, when the camp should pay their own dues and not be trying to take it out of the taxpayers' pocket, because that should be something that should be funded exclusively by the ticket sales and by all the stuff they do there. And as they use that place for more than just the Redskins when it's not in season, they could actually make a lot more money there too. The Redskins could make money. Maybe they could have a shop on location and they could sell merchandise. That's another way how they could make money. So it would be open all year round during the day, so people could go in there, actually look at it, maybe have a museum of maybe all the classic wins that they had, maybe showcase where people could go in there and look around and just, take pictures or walk around and see some of the past players that used to play for the team. I mean, I have all kinds of ideas, but instead of just letting that place sit there vacant 9 months out of the year, or whatever it is, it's there vacant, just wasting space. It's a $10 million facility. That's a lot of money to be put on the taxpayers of Richmond. And I think, they really should renegotiate it, because it'd be nice to keep the Redskins here, but I sure hate to see them go. But I think this could be worked out. That way the building could be used for more than just the Redskins when they're not using it, and yet still keep the building nice for the Redskins when they do use it. But yet other people could use it for other programs. Maybe churches could use it. Maybe the city could use it for other, kind of gymnastic events when the Redskins are not there, so that the building can still make money and still help pay down the $10 million deficit on that facility. That is a drain on the current taxpayers here in Richmond, Virginia. Hey, we do have the news for you. Another news story. Well, the survey was out, if you don't know, the big controversial about changing the name of Lee Davis High School and Stonewall Jackson Middle School. Well, the people spoke. There was a survey that was generated, and over 79% said to keep the names the same. Don't change Lee Davis High School. Don't change Stonewall Jackson Middle School. So the names did remain the same. See, there's power in people, folks, like I've always said, and people in Virginia, ooh, they've spoken. And of course, the Rams horn, ooh, they spoke, and of course, The names did not get changed. They remain and retain their names. So when the people speak, that's exactly what happened, folks. Right there. The names did not change. And you had something to do with it, all you Hanover cats and all you Mechanicsville natives. Yeah, keep the names of Lee Davis the same and Stonewall the same. They don't still remain unchanged. Thank you for your vote. Thank you for your voice. So your voice does matter. Don't forget that, folks. Keep right here in the news update. Oh, have a good day. Have a good Monday, everyone. And be thinking about Easter coming up. I hope this is just a bomb threat out there where they're having that bomb threat with bringing dogs on the scene to look around. I hope that's just all that is and nothing more, and not really a bomb there on the grounds. I hope they do find the author who put that threatening video up for the school, for the students in Caroline County. And I hope we can catch this jokester who was trying to rob a business over the weekend. Couldn't get in, who was caught on closed circuit camera TV. And like I said, if you see the guy, report him to the authorities so that he can have himself a cot and a place to rest his head. And not free, but in jail where he belongs. All right, have a good day. Take care. Bye, everyone. This has been a news update.